Hello, my name is Hannah, if we haven't met, and this is week 12 of something I've been calling the only way through, which basically started because I made a promise to myself to move through the creative blocks and the self-doubt and the old patterns that I'd been stuck in for a really long time, and to just show up here and be in my mess and kind of document the process and figure it out as I go along. So that is what I am doing. How am I feeling this week? I think it's definitely, I've been feeling a little bit of resistance. I sat down to record yesterday and I just wasn't feeling the flow, and so I was like, you know what, let me just try again tomorrow. And now it is tomorrow, so I'm still feeling the resistance, but I'm doing it anyway. I think it's made me reflect a little bit, and I'm thinking I'm gonna probably switch up the weekly vibe and do sometimes less of just me talking unedited and just rambling on. I'll still do it sometimes when I feel like I have something to say or to offer or something I want to reflect on. But I think some weeks I might just do sort of more of a vlog, like film things that I've been up to. I've done a bit of that before, but I'm thinking I want to try and push myself. It's a bit more of a process because I have to edit it and film and all of those things, and it's a bit more time consuming, but I think I want to put some more creative energy towards that. So it might change a little bit. I'm going to try this week by posting, I don't know why, by adding, clipping in some video I took up at my cottage last weekend that I just filmed with my iPhone. Very simple, but yeah, I might do more of that. It kind of scratches more of a creative itch for me sometimes. And then other weeks I might just sit here and ramble. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about in terms of this situation. It was fun last weekend to just film with my iPhone. I think sometimes using my beautiful and epic Sony FX30 feels a little bit daunting because I'm still so new to it and learning, and I get really caught up in kind of like, how do I have all the settings correct? And so sometimes it feels good to just, if the block is going to be like, I'm not feeling like, tinkering with all the different settings, if that's the block, then just to use my iPhone or to use a camcorder and have some creative restrictions that actually makes it easier to just film and do something. So that's where I was at last weekend, and it's fun. I'm gonna kind of do that more, plus mix in the Sony FX30 stuff, and yeah, just practice. I was speaking to someone who I met this week, and it's amazing how much people are thinking, how you can be thinking the same thing as someone else, and how you can be going through something similar, but from very different experiences. But we were talking about how you just gotta do the thing, which is what I've been talking about here for weeks now. Like, you gotta start somewhere, and it was interesting. She was sharing that some of the stuff that she puts out into the world, it's, always the most unedited, sort of raw stuff that people connect with the most. But it's also the stuff we tend to hold back because we don't want to be judged for it or something. And so I think that's a good reminder, to just kind of, it's like, just show up as you and be a beginner and all the stuff that I've said before. But it was cool to hear someone else reflect that to me, even though I've been sort of talking about that and trying to explore that. Oh, I'm not sure what that sound was. I think my partner's doing something. But yeah, that was cool. That was cool. So I think I'll leave it there, keep it short, and I'm gonna add some of the little clips that I took last weekend. And yeah, moving forward, I'm gonna be experimenting a little more, maybe sometimes not, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I hope you're having a beautiful week, and thanks for being here, and we'll talk soon. Bye.